Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Romance 3 Kingdoms 12. Hey Emperor, clicky clicky on you. Welcome back to Romance 3 Kingdoms 12. I'm the Mysterious JG, and we are rolling along with a conquest of the lands of Yuan Shao. Actually getting to record 2 days in a row, shockingly enough. I really should be reviewing for CPA stuff, but got about an hour before bed. I feel like I got enough done for one day to take a little break. So, yeah. The great Yuan Shao is now down to having, wow, less than 20,000 troops in his army. I have more troops. Cao Cao's army group here has more troops in it than Yuan Shao has in the rest of his entire army. And the biggest problem that he faces really is that if I send all my officers out of here, there won't be anybody to defend against any kind of like attacks. There are no officers here to help. If I were to attack through here, I would be able to completely conquer this region. So actually, what I could do is have some officers attack from here. Honestly, this sounds ridiculous, but I need to move some troops around just to make sure that I can launch attacks out of these places and not. Like, if I were to lead Zhu Shu and his whole army here to attack this city here, then this little city with its very small number of troops would still be able to take this territory, which would just cost me another battle to take it back. It would just be a nuisance is all. Cao Han could move right now to destroy these guys. And he's got a catapult unit, and he's got a ram unit. Actually, that's not a bad idea. How much food have I got in reserve here? Oh, I've got to do stuff up here. Junyu's got things the people want me to do. Sail or ride to get rid of the tiger. Ride is a skill that's useful to have, because it's one of the things that I need to have in order to get the to get going with the raid tactic. Let's give Cao Cao the ride skill. It's weird when Cao Cao is missing a skill. Jiao Chan would also not be a bad person to get the ride skill, because she's got high enough intelligence that she could be pretty good at getting stuff done, but we'll give it to Cao Cao instead. Cao Cao failed to learn the ride skill, and he may have actually gotten injured in the process. I know I've had that happen. Yeah, Cao Cao got hurt. He fell off a horse. I'm serious. He fell off his horse. That is what happened there. What does the sail skill do? I really wanted you to get the ride skill, man. It's one of the very few skills you don't already have. Oh, you do have it. I guess he got it, but got injured. Alright. So the sales skill, new income, increased income from markets. I feel like there's better ways that we could use these special opportunities here. Let's boost somebody's leadership who's close to, but not at 100. The idea of getting Guojia up there, because he's got a really good combat skill. So does Xu Huang, actually. I like him. He's got it's not quite as cool as Lu Bu's, but he's got one of those attacks that just does lots of damage. Start working on Guojia. Okay. This place has farms, has the Finder of Lost Loves. Cao Cao fell off a horse and he's now half as intelligent as he usually is. No, we're not gonna worry too much about I mean, I just want to blitz through and conquer some of this stuff, really. So I could attack, Cao Hong's guys could attack through here. Cao Cao could attack here, and Juju could attack through there, but I might be better off just resting for a turn. Where's this city? This city is not under threat from anyone anymore. So there's no point in having a lot of troops here. Am I setting for Beihai? Okay, I guess I kind of meant to switch his target, but wasn't really thinking far enough ahead. This place is going to have some serious officers going. Let's get Wei Yan and Cao Ren to help out over here. And we will get Gan Ning and Xiao Zhui to help out up here. In the meantime, this city, we want anybody working at the Finder Lost Loves? Do we care about that so much? Ooh, he's got a lot of neat skills. You'll be hiring a bunch of dudes once we, let's get you searching for treasure for right now. Meantime, honestly, the thing that we need the most help with is going to be farms. Because I don't really, I'm not too worried about getting a lot of new troops going here, to tell you the truth. So, seems silly to wait around here, but I need farms more than anything else. Because the second half of this LP, hopefully not half, I feel like I might be more than halfway through the LP at this point. It's gone a lot faster than other RTK games, but it's going to be a matter of, can I produce food at a high enough speed to be in a constant state of having marching troops. And like I've said earlier, once I've taken over Yuan Shao's territories, I'm going to turn it into, like, just crazy non-stop farms and lots of farms and lots of can't talk. Lots of farms and lots of can't talk. Yes, folks, that's what it'll be. A lot of farms, a lot of markets back here because there's no soldiers threatening them. I won't need the plot because I believe, I'm starting to think plot has to do with when you see cities on the borders that don't have full defense even though they haven't been involved in battle. I think that has to do with, like I haven't attacked this city yet, but it's only at 73, and I think that might be because I've got an officer here using plotting against the city. I think that might be part of what those do. I'm not sure at all, as I've made clear already. So I've kind of dedicated myself to just waiting around a turn so that some of the officers can catch up with the troops. Like, I've only got the 6 officers who actually commanded units here right now. And to me it just doesn't make a ton of sense to go on the attack and leave no officers in this city, because if I leave no officers in this city... Yeah, I don't need a smith here. I think I danced around with the idea of changing it up last time and didn't go through with it, but this time, yeah, I'm getting a smithy. The village smithy. 6 guys at work here. How come the 7th guy's not at work? Oh, because he's a useless man. He's not really going to be doing a whole hell of a lot of good anyway. Kia-chan has found some serious treasure for us while hanging out over here. Changong will never join us. He watched Cao Cao murder his father's sworn brother in cold blood. He's not really going to come work for Cao Cao now. Okay, they're all at work. There's fewer guys here than it looks like because I've got quite a few officers on the move. Much like Mannequin 2. So, you know, this place... There's nobody, really... There's nobody, physically attacking this place, but I can't keep its defense maxed out, so it's under constant, like, you know, pressure of some kind. So yeah, part of me wanted to just attack right away on this turn, keep things going, but no, I'm gonna hold off a turn. Let shit happen. I could have used rally or damn, Cao Cao's got something to say. Maybe he's feeling better after falling off a horse and losing half of his intelligence, leadership ability, fighting ability, and political ability. I mean, I knew we found some ginseng and we found Suma Fu. Absolutely, we will hire Suma Fu. So I would really like to hire Suma Yi at some point too. Hiring Suma Fu will make that more likely to happen. So my food went up because I guess it was harvest time or whatever. Yuan Shao's got more troops there than he had before, but yeah, I mean, I gave them more time to draft more troops, but it ain't making a difference for these backwaters. They don't have any barracks at all. These cities are fucked. Once I break through, they will not put up any resistance whatsoever. So this city here, they're gonna try to make a stand, but no, they're done. It's over. Battle with Yuan Shu is pretty much done, folks. Yuan Shao. Battle with Yuan Shu is done, and it's been done, of course. So this must be where Suma Fu came to chill out, because he's not doing anything. Get him working on another catapult, maybe? And let's save our game and get rolling on some attacks. How do we want to do this? I can completely... Oof. Do I even need reinforcements? Just to be sure, I'll utterly crush Yuan Shao here. And then if I attack here, they won't have enough left to do anything. So let's get Kraken. Oh, I need to get another Inspire policy going. There's actually no particular reason to wait before I get Plunder going, because Plunder is also going to be affecting other forces. Might as well get it rolling, even though I'll be taking out Yuan Shao probably before this Plunder strategy is even more. I'm not kidding, folks. It's really just a matter of how aggressive I want to be about keeping things moving and whether I want to slow up to build cities and let food come in. But Yuan Shao's done. I'm a little surprised at just how quickly it happened, but you engineer a couple of battles, you find his strong points and you attack them with your best officers and have some tactics helping you out. You know, even if you don't take the city, you're just going to do massive, massive damage. So it's Cao Cao. You're going to go to... Yeah, your intelligence is back, so you recovered from your horse riding injuries. Cao Cao is like the Oh man, I'm blanking on his name now. The Prime Minister of the Russian Federation, Vladimir Putin. He's like the Vladimir Putin of ancient China. He's always going around bare-chested, showing off how manly he is to get people to root for him, and then he just falls off his horse and hurts himself, which, as far as I know, Vladimir Putin's never done that. But did it not work? It made the happy sound, but I've still only got 5 turns worth of it. Well, anyway. Mighty, reduce the mobility of enemy forces. Not generally that useful, but in certain specific situations, I guess that could be pretty good. Plunder, here we go. Excellent day. Alright. So we're going to attack Yuan Shao Corporation headquarters. Woo! Look at what that did to my food. I had 148. This brings it down to 46. With reinforcements too? I don't know. Can't really afford a... Yeah, I don't really have enough food to go whole hog here. This is gonna leave 1729 soldiers. Maybe I do have to wait a little bit longer. Shoot, I didn't really want to wait. I wanted to get going right now. I guess, yeah, I might just have to wait a couple of turns here to, Cao Cao, leader of the most powerful empire in the world, get to work on this farm, would you? Yeah, I think I might need another turn of farming. Well, crap, I was really looking forward to some combat. It's not to say that I can't do any kind of combat, but moving all those troops around clearly costs me something, too. I could start working on the food. I could start using the food policy more. Trying to see if I've got farms that aren't being worked, and probably don't, because most of these cities I have exactly the right number of officers in them. Maybe I don't have as many farms built up as I should have. But yeah, I mean, that's one of the limiting factors in this game. Massive, massive army, but you don't have a food supply for them. Guess what? That ain't gonna work. So we got Zhang Liao working on the farm. Old Mick Zhang Liao had a farm. Got guys here who just got nothing else to do. Gone in, can go hunting for treasure. So maybe these guys should have just attacked. We got 60,000. They launch an attack. I would be able to muster almost 60,000, including this is Cao Hong, Jiao Yuan, Wenping. I mean, they ought to be able to do it. They really ought to be able to do it. I'm already working on a new policy, otherwise I would switch over to the foods policy. trying to figure this out. This is being more complicated than I thought it was going to be. I mean, I've got it. I've got them so badly outnumbered. I'm just trying to figure out how to do it without wasting a ton of food and leaving myself open in silly ways. I mean, certainly I'm not obligated to use the troops that are here. There are going to be plenty more chances to fight. We have a big war coming up with Liu Biao and Liu Zhang, etc. This city has 124,000 troops. If I did launch a big full-on attack out of here with no backup, I'd be leaving only 4,000 troops in reserve. Let's take this down to like 14,200. Take you down to I want to use you as my officer, Mr. Cao Cao. Let's just take you down to 15,000. Oh, gee, how doomed. That's just an insane number of troops you got there. Just trying to leave behind enough troops that I'm not under any kind of threat. I'm leaving behind plenty more troops. I'm still got him outnumbered 5-1. The surprise here is that Lu Bu's not coming along. Is Lu Bu not in this city? I thought I brought Lu Bu here. No, I sent Lu Bu over there to hang out with Zhu Zhu. And I just need to make sure I leave enough food that I can actually defend myself if I'm attacked. Now, what would happen if we were to attack? You got 3,000 here, 8,000 here. What if we attacked up here? I would be leaving behind some tree. I wouldn't be leaving any food though. I'd be setting myself up for trouble. They only got 9,000 troops there. Take them down to 8,000. Take you down to 7,000. I want to make sure I got enough to mount a defense if I get attacked someplace. But you know what? No. Unnecessary risk. This is just a big unnecessary risk. I will keep myself at 56,000 food because this might be when suddenly, noticing that I'm almost out of food, Liu Zhang or Sun Ce might decide to now would be a good time to attack. I don't really want that, so... Reward punishment, ranks? No more ranks to hand out. Alright, so let's, Yuan Shao will certainly be bringing out reinforcements. This will not help him. It will just hasten their deaths. Because I still have them outnumbered almost 5-1. He's got his very best generals out. But yeah, again, they're badly outnumbered. War's beginning, folks. Alright, so simplest path is actually just completely ignore the front gates, or the various camps, excuse me. And I think I will actually do that. And I think I'm going to have Zhu Huang go out and have a little adventure capturing camps. While hey, control click actually selects them. Nice. I'll let Jiao Dun, Cao Ren, and Guo Jia, who I kind of think of as being like Cao Cao's oldest, closest lieutenants, except the poor Jiao Yuan is left out. But otherwise, that's pretty much his main men right there. They will accompany, or rather precede, the catapult unit to make sure it's safe, and Wei Yan will remain back at the main camp to protect it. So Zhu Huang will grab all the camps just to get us tactical points extra fast. If they send everything they've got straight at my main camp, Dian Wei will be requesting reinforcements. But I should have time to get them there. Matter of fact, I might be able to distract them and get their defenders off of the proper camp if I if they see Zhu Huang over here, they might start going after him. They're certainly shooting at him. But now it looks like they're going to try to turtle, which is probably the smartest thing they can do. They may, once I commit fully to attacking one gate, try to launch a sneak attack on my main camp out of the other gate, but yeah, this should be quite a simple matter to win this battle, though. So if they charge out and try to attack Cao Cao, who's currently sneaking up on them with Inviso power, I don't know how you sneak up on all the way to the gate like this, but freezing his own attack. They're going to do what precious little they can against Cao Cao, but there's very little they can do. It's got way too many units for them to kill with rocks and arrows. They're not going to, looks like, charge through the gate. They're just going to give up on holding the gate. We'll give Zhu Huang a moment to arrive. He's, as ever, fashionably late. Gate animation we've seen a million times. I'm going to skip it this time. I'm going to pull Cao Cao back because I don't want him getting into battle by himself. We will leave Wei Yan back here guarding the main camp and plotting his revenge on us, because he does take it personally when stuff like this happens. Cao Cao's going to ride in only so that he can use Way of Wei. Although actually I'll be tempted to use Heavy Blow instead, especially once we get in and there's a whole bunch of them. Decrease War, okay. Divine Warrior. Wave. Okay, Cao Cao doesn't need to be hanging out in there. Zhu Huang, on the other hand, needs to be using Heavy Blow. Yeah, there we go. Oh man, look at that. Looks like a couple units just got wiped out outright. Zhu Huang has definitely arrived. Yuan Shao's personal units already been wiped out. Looks like Wen Shou and Zhang He are going to be amongst the last fighting. That's not a surprise. Those are two of his greatest generals. Cao Cao can sneak in here. No one's going to attack him. They don't perceive him as a threat. Oh, now he's getting attacked. There we go. It's a pretty easy battle, but I didn't want to like end the video without any battles at all. I'll definitely end my turn though, just in case. My big fear was that if I committed too many troops to any battle, I was going to run out of food and get attacked and not be able to actually feed my defenders. because this game has an unusual mechanic where it makes sense that you would need to feed your troops in order to have them march out on the attack, but if they're already in a city, they don't need to eat unless they're fighting. But if they're defending a city, apparently they just don't defend it unless you feed. I don't know. Maybe it makes sense. Doesn't make sense to me. Zhang Yun retreated. Yuan Shao retreated. Yuan Shao. Shanghai. Yuan Shao. Gaolan. We didn't capture anybody. But we did wipe out the biggest remaining pocket of his forces, and as ever inflicted like 2-1 losses. It's easy to do that. Once you get this is a game very much about troop counts. The officer quality matters too. But once you get a troop advantage over your enemy, it really steamrolls. It snowballs, I should say, because you start inflicting heavy damages on your opponents just because you have such an overwhelming advantage. Yeah, I mean, that's once when your armies collide and they're evenly matched, but once one side gains a slight advantage, it starts to grow. So Zhu Huang is the ultimate hero of that one, and that makes sense because he used that heavy blow tactic and did a lot of damage. So we have to let the turn end here, and just hope that I don't get attacked and run out of food. At the pay window. And we've researched a new technique, which is income. Somebody found a bronze vase. We have a new officer who wants to join us. Absolutely, buddy. The more the merrier. In the Cao Cao Corporation. Okay, folks, so another big victory for the Cao Cao Corporation. As you can see, once I finally turned my full attention to Yuan Shao, things have gone bad for him very, very quickly. And as you can see, he's got less than 20,000 troops left. Like, this army here, if it was allowed to fight multiple times in one turn, would be able to wipe out Yuan Shao. Forget about any of these other forces that I've collected. And it might even be time to start slowly moving troops down to the south. But I'm trying to hold out on food for right now. I'm going to end the video. When we come back, folks, we've got enough food to launch an attack or two. I mean, the real temptation is going to be, I could take these 3 cities all in one shot, but I wouldn't have very much food left if I did that. So it's tempting, but we'll see what happens next time, folks, as we continue nailing nails in the coffin of Yuan Shao. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.